Tonight, you're going to step outside and look up. You'll see maybe 2,000 stars, just a fraction of what's actually out there. Your galaxy alone holds 400 billion of them, and beyond your galaxy there are trillions more galaxies. Somewhere in all of that, statistically, there should be someone else looking back at you. But nobody has ever answered. Not once. And the silence is not just strange. It might be the most terrifying data point in the history of science. You live on a planet orbiting an ordinary star, in an ordinary corner of an ordinary galaxy. Nothing about your address in the universe is special. That should be comforting. It means the ingredients for life aren't rare. Carbon, water, energy, time. Your solar system has all of them, and so do billions of other systems out there. So where is everyone? This question has a name. Physicist Enrico Fermi asked it over lunch in 1950, almost as a joke. His colleagues were talking about UFOs, and he interrupted with a simple, devastating question. If the galaxy is old enough and big enough for advanced civilizations to have arisen many times over, then where are they? Even at slow speeds, a single spacefaring civilization could colonize the entire galaxy in a few million years. That sounds like a long time. It isn't. Your galaxy is over 10 billion years old. A few million years is a rounding error. So, the math doesn't work. Either the galaxy should be teeming with visible life, or something is stopping it before it spreads. And every year, that second possibility becomes harder to ignore. Let's break down what should be happening if the universe were as friendly to life as it looks. Your sun is a fairly young star, cosmically speaking. There are stars nearly twice its age with plenty of time to have birthed intelligent civilizations long before Earth even had oceans. Give any one of them a 10 million year head start, and they'd have had time to spread machines, signals, or colonies across the entire disk of the galaxy. You'd expect to see megastructures, strange dips in starlight from artificial construction, radio noise that doesn't match anything natural. Astronomer Frank Drake tried to put a number on this back in 1961, building an equation to estimate how many communicating civilizations might exist in the galaxy right now. Depending on the assumptions you plug in, the answer ranges from almost 0 to thousands. The problem isn't that the equation is wrong. The problem is that we have no data to fill in half of it. We are guessing at the odds of life from a sample size of 1. Life on Earth. That's the only data point anyone has. For decades, scientists have pointed radio telescopes at the sky, hoping to catch a signal. The SETI Institute has been listening since the 1980s, scanning millions of frequencies across thousands of star systems. Carl Sagan spent much of his career championing this search, insisting that finding evidence of another civilization would be one of the most profound discoveries a species could make. He believed the universe was too vast, too old, and too rich in raw material for humanity to be alone. And yet, after more than 60 years of listening, the result is the same. Silence. Not a whisper. Not a single confirmed signal that couldn't be explained by natural causes or human interference. So, what happened to everyone? There are a few chilling possibilities, and each one gets darker than the last. The first is called the Great Filter. It's the idea that somewhere along the path from simple chemistry to a civilization capable of leaving its home star system, there's a barrier so difficult to pass that almost nothing makes it through. Maybe the filter is behind you. Maybe the jump from non-life to life is so improbable that Earth got absurdly lucky, and most planets never clear that first hurdle at all. That would be good news in a strange way. It would mean the hard part is already behind your species. But maybe the filter is still ahead of you. Maybe intelligent life is common, but something reliably destroys it before it can spread to the stars. Nuclear weapons, climate collapse, artificial intelligence turning against its creators, or something no one has even imagined yet, some hazard baked into the physics of technological growth itself, waiting for any species that gets clever enough to reach for it. If the filter is ahead, then the silence in the sky isn't evidence that life is rare. It's evidence that death is efficient. Every civilization that ever rose to your level of technology may have quietly wiped itself out shortly after, one after another, planet after planet, an entire galaxy of graveyards that never got the chance to say hello. There's another possibility, one that's darker still. What if they're not gone? What if they're hiding? This is sometimes called the dark forest hypothesis. Imagine the universe as a forest at night. Every civilization is a hunter, and every other civilization is a potential threat. In a forest like that, the smartest move isn't to shout and announce your location. It's to stay silent and hope nothing bigger than you is listening. Under this theory, technological civilizations that broadcast their presence get found, and the ones that get found don't survive long. The galaxy could be full of life, all of it deliberately quiet, all of it watching, none of it willing to be the first to speak. And if that's true, then every signal humanity has ever sent into space, every radio broadcast, every deliberate message aimed at the stars, may have already told someone exactly where to look. You should sit with that for a second. Not every explanation is grim, though. Some scientists think the answer is simpler and almost boring by comparison. Maybe interstellar travel is just too expensive. The distances involved are almost impossible to overstate. Voyager 1, launched by NASA in 1977, is the fastest, farthest human-made object ever built. It has been flying for nearly 50 years, and it has only just left the boundary of our solar system. At its current speed, it would take Voyager over 70,000 years to reach the nearest star. 70,000 years, and that's assuming it was even aimed at one, which it isn't. If getting anywhere takes that long, maybe advanced civilizations simply stay home. Maybe they build rich, contained societies inside their own solar systems and never bother colonizing the stars, because the cost-benefit math never favors leaving. Or maybe the timing is the problem. The universe is over 13 billion years old, but Earth is only 4.5 billion years old. That means there was over 8 billion years of cosmic history before your planet even existed. Civilizations could have risen and fallen long before the sun was even a swirling cloud of gas. Their signals, if they ever sent any, may have already swept past Earth millions of years ago, or may not arrive for another million years still. The universe is enormous not just in space, but in time, and two civilizations existing at the exact same cosmic moment, close enough to detect each other, might simply be extraordinarily unlikely. You might not be alone, you might just be early, or late, or simply out of sync with everyone else who ever existed. Physicist Stephen Hawking took the dark forest idea seriously in his later years. He warned that reaching out to advanced civilizations could be a fatal mistake, comparing it to indigenous peoples encountering more technologically dominant colonizers throughout human history. That encounter, he pointed out, rarely worked out well for the less advanced side. His advice was simple. Listen, don't shout. So here you are, on a small planet, wrapped in a thin blue atmosphere, wondering if anyone else is out there wondering the same thing about you. Every star you can see tonight is a question mark. A civilization that never started. A civilization that already ended. A civilization that's hiding. Or maybe, against every statistical expectation, genuinely nothing at all. Just chemistry and physics doing what chemistry and physics do, with life on Earth the strange exception rather than the rule. The truth is, nobody knows which of these is correct. That uncertainty is uncomfortable, but it's also the whole point of the paradox. It isn't really a question about aliens, it's a mirror held up to your own species. If the filter is behind us, humanity has already beaten odds no one can calculate. If the filter is ahead, then every choice your civilization makes in the coming century, about weapons, about climate, about the machines you're building right now, may determine whether Earth becomes one more silent grave in a silent galaxy. Tonight, when you step outside and look up, you won't just be seeing stars. You'll be looking at a question the entire universe has refused to answer. And somewhere out there, If the dark forest is real, someone might be looking back at your ordinary, noisy, radio broadcasting little planet and deciding very carefully whether to answer at all.